Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your girl, the Coxie Empire. Thank you so much, guys, for sticking with me. Thank you for the likes, the subscription, the comments. I see you, I see all. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Okay, guys. So today I'm going to be having a chat with my teenage son. Okay, guys. So you guys already know that I have two kids, but you've not met them. Okay, so this is my first child. He's going to introduce himself by himself. But he's my first child. I actually have a boy and a girl, and he's the first, and his sister, she's not here. So we're going to start with him. So he is going to be asking me, or we're going to we're going to be rubbing minds, guys. So what actually inspired this video is the fact that I've been like wondering, oh God, I see a lot of teenagers. I'm like, how do their parents cope? And boom, it was my turn to be the mother of a teenager. Yeah, I actually had him at a very young age, which is going to come in my story time later in the future. So you gotta stay tuned to this channel. So guys, he's my first son. He's a teenager. He will be 14 this year. So let's start up. Introduce yourself.
My name's Kari Basi Edit, but people call me Bargain Exchange.
Okay, let's go to this name, Bargon
Exchange, please.
X James.
Yeah.
What is this name about? Because I have no idea. How did you come about this name, Bargon X James?
Well, I don't even know how I came up with the name. It's just something that appeared around my head. I was writing some stories and then the name flew. I was like, Bargain Exchange, it looks good. Why don't I just pick it up?
By the way, guys, he is a story writer. Like, he has written, I'm not even exaggerating, up to 30?
Yeah.
30 stories or more. I'm just trying not to exaggerate. He has written, when he was graduating from primary school, he actually graduated as the best story writer because in his school, Greenfields Pinnacle School, is in Apo, Abuja, Shelter View Estate, in Apo, Abuja. They actually do a yearly book. I'm going to show you some of his stories in another video. They actually do this story at the end of the year. Kids write their own stories down, and it's edited and published as a book. So he actually had the most stories. He had his stories for 2 years before he left, because before he left, the stories were actually published twice. So he had his stories in this book. But for the last year, the year he left, he had the most stories in that storybook, and he was given an award for the best story writer. We're going to show you that in another video. So guys, I guess that is going to be a pen name.
Yeah, yes.
Yes, it's a pen name, which is okay by me. Even when he came up with the name, the school authority really needed to know that he was not getting someone else's name. So the name was Googled, and there was nobody bearing that name, Bargon X James. So he's the only one bearing. So it's not a copy, no copyright here. Let's move ahead. Questions. Let's go.
Okay, so just a little questions, not too much.
Okay.
I'll start with the first one. Is it possible for a young person like me to be a CEO of some kind of company or empire just like you?
Yes, it's possible for a young person at the age of 14 to be a CEO. However, I think that a 14-year-old can actually come up with a concept, an idea that adults around him or her can actually help him or her to build while he or she focuses on their studies. Because I'm not a big fan of having teenagers running business, and doing things and having things that are going to distract them from the academics. I'm a huge believer in education. At least the least form of education you should have is your first degree. So a teenager can actually be the CEO, but not a functional CEO, because a 14-year-old has no business running a business or an enterprise. You get the kids, or the teenager can take over later when he or she must have become an adult, maybe at the age of 25, 22, depending on how things go.
Well, do you know why I asked the question? Because
Okay.
when I was in grade 4 or 5,
Okay.
we were shown a video of a young kid around 14. Yeah, he was a CEO and meeting with president. So that got me like, wow, can't I be like this? And
How
then
old was he?
14, the same age that time. So I guess that was when I was around 12. Yeah, so I guess he'll be much older than me right now, but still in the teenage age.
Okay.
So,
I don't know. I can't say much about that, but that's my view. That's my view as a person.
okay, okay. No, they say family, mother, father, they contribute to the kid. But especially, do you think there's any role that a mother plays in the kid that is no one can take it over? Only the mother plays a role in the kid's life. Do you think it's possible? Or do you think
Yes, I think so. I think that there is a role in a child's life that only the mother can take. No one can replace it. And I think that particular role is an emotional role, not necessarily a physical or a financial role, because anyone can love you, anybody can claim to love you, but it takes a mother to truly love a child. You know, sometimes we mothers, especially me, you can agree, I'm a very strict mother, and some other mothers are like that. So you know, at teenage, a lot of children get to feel like, oh, my mom doesn't love me, my mom is too harsh, my mom is this, my mom is that. But when the chips are really down, when you actually come head to head with trouble, that's when you get to know that, oh, there is a particular vacuum in my life that it's only my mom that can fill. So I believe that.
okay, the next one is, should is like mothers or parents insist on knowing all your friends. So is it
Yes.
possible for a mother to know every single friend I have, both at home, in school, or everywhere I go?
Yes, it's possible. If you call them friends, that means you interact with them. I'm always very particular when a teenager says, this is my friend, because when they say friends, they actually mean his friend. Unlike when an adult is telling you, oh, that's my friend, could just be, oh, hello, and all that. But when teenagers say, this is my friend, they mean it, we are friends. So I think it's very, very important for parents, not just the mother, parents generally, to know all their children's friends. You understand, not necessarily wanting to influence them, not necessarily trying to
Monitor them.
say that this particular friend is a bad friend, or you could actually, the parent could actually even be helpful to those other friends, and also to serve as a check. You can't have everyone as your friend. You're at the age where everything is just in your head. You don't really understand the essential, as in, you just still see life as a fantasy. So your parents are the only people, or adults close to you are the only people who can be able to tell you, no, you don't move with such friend. For instance, if you have a friend who skips classes, just because this guy or this girl can sustain argument, or this guy has maybe can sing or can do anything, but this child skips classes, this child steals, this child has other vices, and then you keep that child as a friend. No. So I, as a parent, I would love to know all of your friends, both at home and in school.
But you don't know all.
I don't. Yes, yes, maybe I do not know, especially in school, because I've not really gone to your class and tried to say who is your friend in class and all that. But I've met Nam now.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Do you think say that my dream of being, well, I have a lot of dreams, but the one I really am particularly with is an agriculturist and a singer and an actor. So do you think it can come to pass, especially since I'm quite tall? And also basketball is part of my own, so I think that one is quite possible. But being an agriculturist, actor and singer with my height, do you think it's possible?
I don't think your height can stop anything. First of all, you can become anything you want to become regardless of your height. Being an agriculturist, I would love it. My dad was an agriculturist. He had an HND in crop science, and he worked with the Borno State Ministry of Agriculture, BOSAT. And then even on the side, he had his own farm where he usually had tractors, and my mom one time went to the farm and they took pictures of her using the tractors on the farm and all that. So that is a very good idea. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it so much. If you want to be an agriculturist, that's good. You want to be an actor, a singer. These days, there is no limit to what you can become. You can become 5 things. Just learn your core, know your core, and stick to it. But you can do whatever you want to do. Your height cannot stop. There's nothing. Even if you are short, you're tall, you're not so tall, you're not so short, whatever your complexion, nothing physical can stop you from being what you want to become. It's just you with your own hands. You are the only one that can stop yourself.
Okay, now this last question, I guess, is in so many things hard right now. Parents do not support the girlfriend and stuff, but I don't really see a female friend like a boyfriend, like a girlfriend. But do you think it's actually right for a teen at age 14 to have a girlfriend? I don't before you start just 14.
Okay, guys. Okay. Boyfriend and girlfriend. See, a 14-year-old has no business having a girlfriend. See, no business whatsoever having a girlfriend. However, you can interact with females. There is no word that says, okay, you have to talk to only girls or only boys. There's no rule to that. You can have girls as your friends, but you have no business like thinking or talking about this girlfriend thing. Like, no, capital no. Mba. Babu. A 14-year-old has no business whatsoever. In fact, your interaction with not just boys, not just girls, should also be restricted at that age, because you will not understand right now. You will not understand. You will not understand right now. That's all I have to say.
Well, I have a lot of other questions, but I guess I don't want the viewers to be too bored with that question.
Yes, guys, we don't want you guys to be bored. We'll come up with a part 2 of this video, guys. Yeah. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed our video. Please, guys, subscribe, like, share. Thank you so much, guys. If there is any other video you want us to do, you want me to do with him, please suggest in the comment section down below. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.